Credit is a huge factor when you're buying a house. And there's a lot of things you can do before you even get to that point to try and make sure that your credit is where it needs to be. So here's some tips. One, make sure your utilization on your credit card is ideally below 20%. Closer to 10% is even better. That means if you have a $10,000 limit on your card, you don't want to have a credit card bill at any given time more than $2,000. That's going to lower your score. You can call your credit card companies too, or go to the website every 6 months to a year and potentially raise your credit limit. If you can raise that limit from $10,000 to $15,000, now that $2,000 bill is going to be within that 20% threshold, and you're good. So that's just usually a matter of requesting it. Sometimes there will be a hard credit check associated, but if you're not making an immediate purchase, that can be a good way to build your credit potentially long-term better. Now, another thing you can do is what's called authorized user. So if you get added on as an authorized user on a loved one or a friend's credit card, right? That means that basically you get to reap the benefits of having that credit card linked to your credit without actually spending on the card. So usually the owner of the credit card, they'll get mailed an additional card with your name on it. They can choose to give it to you or throw it away. If they just throw it away, then you're receiving the credit of having their credit card linked to your credit. So it's actually boosting your score, and you don't necessarily have access to even spend on it. So it's a good tool to raise your credit quickly in a short period of time. The catch is if the person that you're getting added on as an authorized user onto their card, if they miss a payment or if they have utilization over 20%, then it could potentially negatively impact your credit. So you want to make sure that you're doing it with someone you trust, who has a good credit card. The older the card, the better. The higher the limit, the better, and who makes their payments on time and keeps a low utilization. But that's a powerful way to increase your score. I've had a client raise their credit by 90 points by doing that in a 3-month period. So if you have any other questions on ways to improve your credit, let me know. As always, low rates, high speed.